Today's a bit of a funny day for me, because just yesterday I put out a video analysing a SteelWool tweet that was talking about virtual reality, QA testing, stuff that felt related to Secret of the Mimic. So I kind of looked at that and was like, is this related? Is it not related? If it is related, does that mean we're getting news soon? Because their tweet says something like, oh, it's an upcoming holiday soon. And I was just thinking, is this an undertone for Secret of the Mimic? Anyway, so today, they dropped a trailer. They dropped a trailer for Secret of the Mimic VR Mode. Now, I've technically already seen said trailer, but I'll play it, because I know some of you probably haven't, but so most of you probably have, because it's been a while since it's been up now. It was up like way earlier today. I'll just play it, sorry.
Responsible for damage to property or person. Thank you for being a valued member of the Fazbear team.
Okay, so I have some thoughts. Just gonna make sure I turn my microphone on properly. Good. I have some thoughts. Some of them are positive and some of them are not positive, actually. So, first things first. I don't know where exactly it is, but somewhere in this trailer there's a code. It might be here, it might be somewhere else, I don't know. All I know is that I didn't bother looking into it, but other people did, and it just says coming 2026, so I'm happy I didn't bother looking into it, because that would have been a waste of my time to look into. We already knew it's coming 2026, we know it's coming like within these next 5 weeks. So, moving on. Now, a lot of people have been theorizing on why there's so much Fredbear imagery recently. I'm gonna be so honest, it's 100% because of, like, the feedback from the earlier trailers. Because if you remember from, like, the earlier Secret of the Mimic marketing material, there was a lot of backlash, I guess, because none of the trailers showed anything Freddy related. None of them did. It was really weird. A lot of people were like, hey, we know Freddy's in this game, but he's not in any of the promo material. Why? And they're now doing that. So now they're showing off Fredbear because that's kind of the closest we've got to a Freddy in this game. We have the prototype Freddy, but he doesn't have the head, so if you just look at the trailer casually, you wouldn't be able to tell it's Freddy. So Fredbear is plastered all over the recent promo material and the unused Freddy heads in a lot of recent stuff as well. The reason that stuff keeps showing up is because so many people kept saying, this isn't a Five Nights at Freddy's game, there's no Freddy. When there was Freddy, it's just they didn't put in any of the marketing material. So this is them just correcting that. I don't think it means there's any extra, like, Fredbear's related thing being planned. I do think we'll eventually get a Fredbear's game, but that's besides the point. I don't think this is because of that. I think that's in response to the backlash. So moving on for a little bit, yeah, this is all stuff that doesn't super interest me, as that's just a cinematic. This. Now from this, I was excited. So in the demo, this is something I don't think I ever talked about on a YouTube video, but in the demo for the game at PAX West, it was just your hands floating, as you can see here. Now, I dreaded this because that means you can't see where your body is. And if you've played Secret of the Mimic, there's a couple of spaces throughout the game, a couple of times throughout the game, where you kind of need to know where you are so that you avoid getting too close to things and triggering their alarms. It's like the mannequins and the cupcakes and stuff. So I was hoping that this was a temporary thing for the demo, and that for the full version, they'd have arms for your player character. And a full body that you can look down at. Because that way you can at least see where you are. But it seems like it's still just the hands. Which, I mean, maybe I'm making a big deal over nothing, but it feels like, to me, I can see this going wrong. That's all I'm saying, is that I can see it kind of going wrong if you can just, as you're walking around, you don't know what part of you will trigger the mannequins. Like, what if you're slightly, like, off-center? Like, you're walking around and your head's, like, a little to the left or something from where the game thinks you are. and then you're triggering things to your right that you didn't think you were close enough to trigger. I don't know, maybe it's not going to be as big of a deal as I'm making it out to me. It's just something that immediately caught my attention when I saw the hands were still around and there's no, like, body. I like knowing where exactly I am if you have a mechanic that requires you to, like, dodge things. But who knows, maybe it'll just detect your head and arms and it won't bother about detecting your, central position. If that's the case, that'll be fine too. I don't know exactly how they're going to do it, this was just something that immediately caught my attention and an idea that immediately popped into mind, so I had to address it. Also, I'm not the only person to mention this. I looked at this and thought, this looks like a different shade of purple than I remembered. And other people have been talking about it too. It seems like the lighting has been changed. I don't know if it's been changed everywhere or like just here. This looks a little different. I don't remember him looking as black and purple. But yeah. Also, just look how good this game is going to be in VR. I'm so excited to play this in VR. Really excited to see her in person. Just do all these things in person. Oh, it's going to be terrifying. I remember how much I crapped myself playing like the Sister Location levels in Help Wanted 2 and Help Wanted 1 actually. Sister Location always gets me for some reason in VR. None of the other stuff got me in VR, but Sister Location did. I think this will get to me. Definitely, I think this will scare the shit out of me. So I'm excited, but also kind of dreading it. And yeah, this is just showing how cool everything is. This is the UI. I was actually really curious at how they were going to do this. This works. This big buttons underneath it. Yep, that works. I was curious. Yep, that's an answer. And then I think there's another thing. Yeah, VR coming very, very, very soon. This to me says that it's coming this month. Not gonna lie. But it's got to be, if you got 3 varies for the soon, then you better hope it's coming real soon. Get rid of my lean slider screenshot, we don't need to see that. Would I recommend Edge? No, I wouldn't. Microsoft Defender? Go away. Right, so, yeah, we got like 2 weeks at the end of the month. If you got 3 varies, I would expect it's within those 2 weeks, not gonna lie. Maybe that's me being too optimistic, who knows, but that reads to me like it could be just a few days away. But I'm not gonna say a few days away because, you know, that's just me. You know what I mean, there was one other thing I felt like I wanted to point out, but I forgot what it was. Hate when that happens. I'll remember, like, once I finish uploading the video. Oh yeah, that's right, I remembered this time. Oh, yes. So, not only is this coming out very, very, very soon, but also, CinemaCon is tomorrow, so we'll have Five Nights at Freddy's 3 film news there, probably. So that's going to be kind of cool to see. I don't know if I'll talk about the film very much, because not going to lie, I'm not a big fan of the films. I feel bad saying that, but I am going to be honest, the films are probably my least favourite of the 3 mediums Five Nights at Freddy's has been in. I'd definitely put the novels above, like, the films and the games above the novels. So yeah, I'm going to talk about them for sure. If they show off something cool, I'll show it for sure. But I'm not going to do like a video on every little thing that will come out about the films like I do with the games. Like, come on, I made a tweet about freaking anything that could vaguely be related to the games, right? I'm not going to do that for the films. But might be getting news in the films. I go on too long of tangents, I apologize. Oh man, dude, you're going to be so freaking huge. Oh, I dread this. You know, I was planning to, in the lead up of playing it, because obviously I'm going to play this in VR, I have a VR headset. If I can, I'll stream it in VR, but I can't promise my computer's good enough to stream VR. I can't promise that, but I can promise that I will try, and I can promise that I will at least play it. Even if it means I'll be playing it on my own, no streaming, and it'll be in like 2 FPS. I'll do it. I spent too much money on that VR headset. But yeah, this is gonna be terrifying. Ugh. I'm excited, but I'm also dreading it. There was another thing I was gonna keep adding to this. This is why I keep saying that, because it's another thing I keep wanting to continue this on with, but once again, I keep forgetting what I want to say. Right, DLC. That's something a lot of people talk about. Is there gonna be new content with this? I'm not expecting it. Not gonna lie. I know every Five Nights at Freddy's game, modern Five Nights at Freddy's game, is post-launch content to tease the next thing, and I don't think Secret of the Mimic will be any different. I think this will have something. I don't know if it will be this specifically. Like, Secret of the Mimic does have a DLC package on Steam, So I assume the DLC will be what teases stuff, not the VR mode update. But who knows, maybe this will give us a teaser. There's one area in the game, I believe it's the Welcome Lounge. Like, right after you walk through the Welcome Lobby, there's an area in front of you, and it's like this lounge area, and it's like the one connected to the elevator, if you know what I'm talking about. That area has a staircase that's blocked off, and I've always, for some reason, assumed that that staircase is going to go somewhere later on, and it's, like, blocked off temporarily and going to be opened up in a New Game Plus if you've, after an update. You play the game after an update, you've already beaten it, and in New Game Plus it'll be like a teaser area or something. That's kind of what I'm expecting. I don't know why I'm expecting that specifically. It feels like a weirdly specific thing. It just kind of gives me that vibe, you know. And I trust my random-ass vibes. And this has become really rambly. This is a cool cinematic, by the way. This is nicely animated. Alright. I think... Yeah, someone pointed out that you don't move anywhere in this trailer. I saw someone else point that out. Your player character never moves. We know you move in the demo there. They've already got that implemented. It's just funny that they didn't put any moving clips in the trailer. Alright. I think for sure that's all I wanted to talk about now. I will be, if I can play it on my channel, I will. I'll stream it if I can. Can't promise it. Yeah, I've already said all that. Great. Already covered FNaF 3, already covered the stream. I've covered everything. Hopefully. That's what I want to talk about. Again, really funny that this came after, like, one day after I made a tweet saying that my... a video, not a tweet, I don't make tweets. After I make a video saying there could be something soon. Really funny timing. Alright, I'm sorry. I drag on too long, too much. I will see you next time. Hopefully this is soon enough, we can play it soon. And, yeah, probably a live stream tonight, too. Because there's a fan game I've been wanting to play for a while and I haven't got around to it yet. So we'll see. Yeah, I'll see you then. Actually, wait. Live stream tonight will probably go live before this video goes live.